What's up, guys? We are back here with another auto auction update, man. It's time to check out some cool cars and see what they go for, man. If you already been following me, you already know what to do. Hit that like, comment. If you haven't already, be sure to click that subscribe button, man. Let's get right into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back, man. First car on the list, we got a 06 PT Cruiser. This one actually has 62,000 miles on it, guys. It is the drop top. Does look pretty good here. We can swing around this way really quick. Oh, look at that backdrop back there. Wow. Looks really good. You guys see it's cooling down out here a lot. 62,000 miles on this PT Cruiser with the drop top. Seats are like super dusty. I'm sure either this window doesn't roll up or you got like some water and stuff coming through the top. But other than that, I mean, does look pretty fair in here. No ripped seats or anything like that. We take a look at the back. Does seem pretty fair. The inside does look to be intact for the most part. No rips or nothing on the actual roof. Body seems to be in pretty fair condition. We got some not lining up with the window here. Maybe you gotta, yeah, I don't know. That's probably where water is coming in as well. It doesn't line up too well. But I mean, the car itself does look pretty good. I'm not really interested in popping the hood, only because, I mean, popping the hood right now is not really going to tell me much. I like seeing these things when they run and actually get a better perspective. So moving along though, as this car does look pretty good though. Alrighty, guys, next up we got a 2004 Chrysler Sebring here. This one actually has 189,000 miles, looks like. Body does look pretty fair from a first glance. It does look pretty fair. You got a little whammy here, little whammy there, nothing too crazy. Got a little sunburn on the hood and the roof there, nothing too crazy at all. Still, it is the coupe. From afar it did look like the four-door, but it is the coupe. It does have that cloth like tan interior. It's pretty dirty in here, but I mean, if you detail this joint up, you might have something decent on your hands. Now decent, I mean like all cleaned up and looking like a decent car. It is a stick shift. Not a big fan of sticks, so I know a lot of people that's coming to the auction aren't big fans of sticks either, just based on how much they've been selling for. And then this car in particular, I'm sure is going to go for a bit cheaper, only because people aren't interested in these cars. So this thing right here probably go for like 200 bucks or so, 250 maybe, if that. I don't know. Stay tuned and we'll check it out. Alrighty, guys, next up we got a 2008 Chrysler 300C here. This is the actual 300C. You guys know we see a bunch of 300s out here, but none of them are never the C, the Hemi. So as we take a quick walk around this thing, does look pretty good. No body damage. The back bumper actually looks pretty decent. That's the first time I've ever seen that like chrome piece on one of these bumpers. Still moving along here. Finally come to the first altercation in this back door. I don't think that affects it too much at all. Got a little trim piece right here missing. Nothing at all though. If you take a look at the inside, we do have this nice black leather in here with a drunk seat belt. We take a look at the back. Could probably push that up. Seats do look pretty good. No rips or tears at all in this thing, and the interface looks pretty decent. I would say this is a pretty good looking car, and the mileage only has 86,000 miles. Yeah, it definitely does look like it has 86,000 miles, guys. So I'm pretty sure this one's going to go for a decent price, being that it is the Hemi. But I mean, it's worth it. This is a pretty decent looking car compared to all the other ones we've seen, and none of the other ones, of course, wasn't the Hemi. So that's a plus too. That's a plus too, guys. What you guys think about the 300? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, guys, we got a 2000 Mercury Cougar here. Two-door coupe. I remember really back in the day when I didn't even drive yet, I wanted one of these cars, and I don't really know why I wanted them, but they looked pretty cool back in the day. This one actually has 199,000 miles, guys. Pretty up there in the mileage, but if we take a look at the inside, you do got this black and gray cloth interior. pretty fair for the most part. Does smell like a smoker in here, but it is a stick shift. Does have that in-dash. I don't know if the in-dash works or not, but those are the best attributes about the car. I'm pretty sure that radio is probably more than the actual car itself, but pretty fair if you need a little gas saver, little point A to point B. This might work out pretty decent for you. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Alrighty guys, next up we got a 2002 Honda Accord. This one has 147,000 miles, guys. From a first glance, it does look pretty fair. You got a white paint job on here. However, some of the white panels look a little bit creamier than the other one. I don't know if you can tell the difference. This white and that white does look a little bit creamier, like it's been repainted. Other than that, it actually has 249 on the dash. My bad. 249 on the dash, guys. If we take a look at the inside, it does have that tan leather interior. This tells me that this definitely was the top of the line Honda, as I never see any Accords like this with leather interior. Never see that. But I don't know what's going on with the radio there. It does look really dirty and junky in here, guys. So I mean, if you can get it for cheap, you can clean it up, make a decent little profit on it. But out of all the cars here today, I'm not sure if this will be my first choice. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, guys, we got a 2007 Kia Rio here. This one actually has 84,000 miles. I don't know, we'll get to the mileage in a sec, but if we just take a look at the body, you had some damage there. Looks like they tried to knock it out from the other side, which is cool. Need a new headlight there, nothing too big. Also got a whammy here in the grill. Seems pretty fair other than that. But before we get back that way, we'll just swing it back this way. This hood is not lined up properly. $184,000 miles, guys. 184,000, 07 Kia Rio. This looks like it was in the 70s or something like that. If we take a look at the back, seats are pretty whooped. Seats are pretty whooped, guy. Definitely was a smoker in here, but this thing can be cleaned up pretty nicely. 184,000 miles on a Kia. You might got a little bit more room to work there. However, it's a bunch of little stuff that you're gonna need, and that little stuff is definitely gonna add up, so just keep that in mind. But I mean, for the most part, it is pretty fair. It's got these huge doors. Definitely gonna need some full detail. You got cleats and stuff back there, so this was definitely the soccer mom van for sure. What you guys think about the Kia Rio? Let me know in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, next up we got a 2004 Toyota Camry. This one actually is a salvage title. Does have 179 or 96, I don't know, we'll get to the mileage in a second. But from a first glance, guys, you guys can see what I see. The paint is definitely not color matched to the best of its abilities, but 119,000 miles. Got a little whammy on the bumper here. You can probably just kick that in and freaking screw it back up. Get it all lined up pretty good. If we take a look at the inside, you do have this tan cloth interior that looks kind of gray just from the dirt and all that stuff. We take a look at the back seat. It's pretty whooped. I mean, not whooped as in ripped, but it's like super dirty. Definitely gonna need a full detail on this thing. Definitely does have some potential though. Definitely does have some potential. Either might need a hubcap or a wheel. On this side, I don't know if these are actual wheels. Well, rims rather. Yeah, these are actual rims, so you're gonna need a whole nother rim. It might be in the trunk, but other than this bumper up here being a different color, you might have something decent on your hands, guys. I'm not even gonna front. It does have pretty low mileage in that wheel, and you're back in the game. But it does have the sunroof. Not sure if the sunroof works or not. What do you guys think about the Toyota Camry? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, guys, we got a 2013 Ford Fiesta here. Looks really, really good from a first glance. No body damage or anything that stands out to me at all so far. Only has 49,000 miles, guys, so you're just getting it kicked off. Does have some pretty new tires on there as well. This car be good for like Lyft and Turo, etc. Seems like it's pretty fair in the inside. Of course, it's a little bit dirty. You got these seat covers on it. I don't know if the actual seats under it are whooped or not, but if we're judging by the back seat, I'm sure it's pretty whooped. However, does seem like a pretty cheap car to get and pretty fair to say the least. Looks pretty new if you're judging by the outside, so the inside shouldn't be nothing to get right. I already know this is a pretty good car. Just ended up in the wrong people's hands, but you know, with a nice decent clean and everything, 49,000 miles, I definitely wouldn't mind getting this thing. What you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, next up we got a 2015 Honda Civic here. It does have a salvage title as well. Man, it does look good from this side though. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. It actually does look really good all around. It only has 29,000 miles. 29,000 miles on this beauty. If we take a look at the inside, it does have that light gray leather interior. It does look really good in here, guys. I don't know how or why this thing is salvage. Look over there, it does look good. Got the nice media interface up here. Not sure if it runs or not, but man, this thing looks really, really good in the inside. And it does have the little hybrid feature. We take a look around. Also looks really good. I don't see anything that stands out. I don't even know why this thing is salvage. That's crazy. 29,000 miles, 2015 Honda Civic. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, guys, we got a 2001 Nissan Altima. We actually seen this one here last week, so I'll just swing you around this one really quick just so you can get a quick glimpse and remember it. 169,000 miles here. Does have that gray cloth interior. Pretty fair, pretty fair. So I'm guessing whoever won it didn't come pick it up, or whatever the case was. I don't really remember last week if it drove nice or not through the auction. Don't really remember. But it's here again this week if you want it and you commented last week, because I remember a couple people did say Altima, so it's here. Looks like we got a 2002 Chevy Cavalier here. Unknown mileage. Unknown mileage. You got a little bit of wave effect in the door here. In the door here. When I opened this door, it felt like it was about to fall off, to be honest. So, but other than that, it does have that cloth gray interior. Seems pretty legit, pretty fair. I mean, it's dirty in here, but it's not really dirty. You really it's got some potential. I'm sure when you clean this thing up, it'll look really nice. You guys heard that door looked like it was just about to fall off, or sounded like it was just about to fall off rather. But Chevy Cavalier, not a big fan of them, but I know a couple people who raced these things back in the day, so I don't know. You be the judge. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Next up, guys, we got a 2002 Hyundai Accent here. 195,000 miles on the dash. From a first glance, we got some paint fading on the roof. It's literally like the whole clear coat is gone. This actually looks like a 4-door car, but it's actually a 2-door coupe. If we take a look inside, the back seats, that cloth like brown, I mean, it's pretty worn. Not even on the front. The front seats are super dirty as well. But I mean, it is a Hyundai, and it is a little 4-cylinder. 195,000 miles. Gonna need some hubcaps. Clear coat is completely gone on this thing though. But if you just need a car to get around, this may be the one for you. You got a little whammy here in the quarter panel. This window doesn't roll up, only judging by this tape that's around. the window there. But hey, who knows? It might run pretty decently. What you think about the Accent? Let me know in the comment below. Alrighty guys, next up we got a 2001 Mazda Protege here. 209,000 miles on the dash, guys. Not really gonna bid on it, so we're gonna keep it pretty quick for you guys. We're missing the whole front bumper here. Also, that front wheel is missing. It'll probably be in the trunk, but who really knows? If we take a look at the inside, you do got this cloth gray interior. Take a look at the back. The back is actually pretty fair. Does smell pretty cool in here, I guess. Stick shift, no radio, no nothing. So 209,000 miles. Me personally, I think I'm gonna pass. And then judging by these 4 little dots on the hood here, well, on the trunk, they had like a huge wing. They must have snatched that off too. You got some exhaust down there. Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a big Protege guy, so moving along. Alrighty guys, next up we got a 2007 Dodge Avenger here. 108,000 miles on the dash. Man, they whooped this thing, boy. They smacked the heck out of whoever was in front of them. That's for sure. The motor's probably still good though, I'm pretty sure of that. So we actually seen a couple of these cars here recently that like wasn't running or something like that. So this would have probably been the perfect parts car for that. Oh man, won't really go into it. I don't even want to open it. Honestly, I don't. But if you need a parts car, man, it's here. I'm sure it's gonna go for like 400 bucks today. And I only say 400 on the high note, just because it's a little newer than most of the other cars here. So it is what it is. Moving along here though. Next up guys, we got a 2002 Hyundai Sonata here. This one actually has 190,000 miles on the dash. I'm not really a big fan of these style of Sonatas here. Not really a big fan at all here. And this one seems pretty whooped for the most part. Seats are dirty. That tan interior just looks so gross. Looks super whooped in here, guys. You guys see all that packed on dirt? Me personally, I'm gonna pass on this thing. So we'll keep it pretty quick. This thing is like three different shades of like gold. And this tire back here is whooped. So even if you do buy this thing, the first thing you're gonna have to do is spend some money at the tire shop. Me personally, I'm gonna pass. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Next up guys, we got a 95 Honda Accord here. This one actually looks pretty good. This is probably the cleanest little Honda Accord I ever seen at an auction before. It's a 95. All the wheels are matching from what I see so far. Does look pretty good, guy. You got a little paint fading, a little sunburn on the trunk here, also on the top of the roof, and not really as much on the hood, but even still, guys, still looking really good. 152,000 miles looks like. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but man, does seem to have some pretty good tires on it. All the wheels match the OEM Honda wheels. Wow, that's nice. Let's take a look at the inside of this thing. Has that nice leather gray interior. Seats are in pretty fair condition for the year, guys. The back seats look pretty flawless. The front seats, of course, I mean, are gonna look a little bit more whoop, but you got something going on under there. I don't know if they actually probably tried to steal this car before or just switched the ignition. I'm not really sure. They actually took the radio out of it though. 152,000 miles, guys. Does have the sunroof, so this tells me this is the top of the line Honda Accord 4th-year Honda Accord EX model. It looks really good, guys. Wow. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, next up we got a 01 BMW 3 Series here. It looks like somebody went to a Beamer Fest, man, and got it snatched up. But on the first glance here, we got like these BBS style rims here. Oh yeah, look, just what I said, BBS. You got those style rims, and judging by the stickers on it, does look like a young person owned it, so they might have cared about this thing. It says coolant reservoir has 208,000 miles, guys. Got a little, this whole front bumper is like mooked up. I don't know, they just hacked some stuff together, but neither one of the front wheels got the BBS center cap on them. 208,000 miles, coolant reservoir. Might overheat, not really sure. But going on the inside, we do have this black leather interior, which is in great condition, if I might add. Seats do look flawless. Back seats look flawless as well. Everything in here looks really good, guys. Now, this is a stick shift. I wouldn't mind having this stick shift car. Seems pretty playful, I guess, but really wouldn't mind having a stick shift being. Would be pretty fun to learn in. Back does look really good. Seems like it'll be a pretty fair ride. What you guys think about the Beamer? Let me know in the comments below, man. Pretty nice whip. And being that they was young, they might have even some like aftermarket parts. Okie doke, so the hood's not opening. Maybe it's stuck. I don't know. It is what it is, though. We'll check it out when it comes through the auction anyway. Alrighty, guys. Next up, we got an 02 Malibu here. 111,000 miles, guys. Probably one with the one of the better ones, as most of what we've seen that are this style of Malibu, they don't even run. Don't even run, but this one seems pretty fair. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the older Malibus, especially not this one, but it does look pretty clean and the mileage is pretty low. Not gonna say you're gonna get lucky, but if you can get it and sell it pretty fast, man, that would be your luckiness right there. But just judging on me, I know I'm not gonna get on Craigslist or anywhere else that I sell cars and buy this thing. I'm not even gonna be interested. So moving along here, we got a 2000 Lincoln Continental here. Most of the time these cars are like black VIP'd out, but from a first glance it does seem pretty fair, I guess. Under the engine is whooped. Doesn't look like this thing been ran in forever. That's what it definitely doesn't look like. 246,000 miles on it. Me personally, I'm not even interested in bidding on it. If I see that, it looks like it's been sitting for a long time, I'm sure. And that tells me that it doesn't even run. Or if it does run, it is an issue with it. But I mean, I'll walk around it because I'm a nice guy. But definitely not the one for me, so we'll keep it moving here. Next up, guys, we got a 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass here. This kind of reminds me of what is that, Training Day? Kinda different. He had a Monte Carlo in there, but same shebang for the most part. Got 121,000 miles on it. You can see what under this hood looks like. Got an Edelbrock carburetor, some little valve covers, all that good stuff. Got your little coolant reservoir. I mean, it's a really big engine bay under here. You got looks like they got a new distributor back there as well. Pretty old car, 1970 something, 78. Way before I was even thought of. A few years after my mom was born. So you already know I'm not interested in it. Door is locked though. Doors is locked. Wow, look at this gas tank. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Gas tank where the license plate is. It's pretty neat. Can you open it? Yeah, this thing is locked. They don't even got the key for it. Somebody probably came and locked it earlier. But look at the interior if you can. It's like a baby blue. Does have the cool like steering wheel and everything. I don't know. It's probably got some decent motor in it. What you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Couple more cars that we're not gonna bid on, guys. This actually is a 2005 Ford Taurus. This one actually might run good. Does have unknown mileage, so I'm gonna stay away from that. We have a 2004 Volvo S40 here. Looks like this thing hasn't been driven in forever. It's pretty whooped. Smell like rain, like water damage up in here, guys. I ain't even gonna front. I'm not even a Volvo guy, and this doesn't even look like the Volvo to try to change my mind. We got a 2002 Saturn SL2. This one actually holds a salvage title, so you know we don't buy nothing salvage here. We don't buy nothing salvage. So moving along. We got a 1993 Acura Legend here, guys. 137,000 miles on the dash. Really not that bad. Front bumper is kind of whooped, as I would have guessed it. I mean, it's from freaking 93. So you're telling me since 93 nobody's had a little fender bender in this car? I doubt it. All these freaking flies. Wow. Bro, are you kidding me? Guys, there's a fly that's just literally, like, that shit is so crazy. I don't understand. What the fuck? Golly, if we take a look inside, guy, look like Chico, a dog, one of your dogs. Somebody dog had a hold of this seat, man. Back seats actually look pretty flawless if you ask me, but we got some glass over there that might, okay, yeah, there. That explains it. So the top of this is actually busted and cracked. 137,000 miles. Looked like that thing took a huge golf club or something like that. 1993 Acura Legend. Me personally, I really don't want a car older than me. Don't really want a car older than me, but this Acura might be better than most of the cars, the newer cars out here. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, we're just gonna speed this up a tad bit. We got a 99 Ford Mustang here. Don't even think it's the GT. And nobody really cares about Mustang nowadays, especially if it's not the GT. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter here. But we got his arch nemesis right alongside. My favorite, of course. We got a 2000 Camaro here, V6. Alrighty, we got a V6 Camaro here, guys. First, let's see what's under this hood. We got a 3.8 V6. Looks pretty good under the hood, if you ask me. Seems pretty fair. And it's on some rims. These are like some little 20s. Rotors are pretty whooped. Still not too bad. Got a little ding in the quarter panel here. Unattended vehicle check. I don't know when that was. That was a while ago, looks like. But you got some damage here in this quarter panel as well. This whole back window is out. This window itself is probably gonna be better if you just find a whole hatch with this glass in the back. It'll probably be cheaper that way, but easier for us to take a look at. We don't gotta pop the trunk. So once you clean all this stuff up, it looks like you'll have a pretty clean ride in the back. Didn't even check out the front. Oh, you got this leather black interior. Half of the steering wheel is gone. I've never seen that before. Golly, that is a first, guys. And I've seen hundreds of thousands of Camaros like F-bodies like this, like thousands of them, guys. And I've never seen a steering wheel like that. It does have the T-tops, which is a really cool item to have in one of these Camaros. Always a plus. But yeah, this thing is pretty whooped, guys. So I'm just gonna keep it moving as much as I want to say no and, you know, want to fix it up and revive it, but man, it's just too much going on here. So it is what it is. If you guys were wondering why I was standing right there so long, I really wanted to grab a pic because people on my Instagram are not gonna believe that whole freaking steering wheel is whooped like that. Look at the fiberglass on this door. Everything on this Camaro is whooped, guy. You probably might have a front clip and that's it. It was a couple weeks ago. We seen like a 95 LT Camaro. Freaking, you literally could have took the whole front of this off and threw it on there and had a newer looking Camaro that easy. Get these, probably get these seats, get them redone, and then you would have had something good on your hands. But it is what it is. Alrighty, guys, we got a 96 Cadillac Seville here. 144,000 miles, guys. Does look pretty decent. Wheels seem to be matching, which is a plus. You got some trimming busted up there. Little trim, but it is a pretty old Caddy, guys. If we take a look at the inside, we got that leather, light gray interior. The seats are in fabulous condition. Back seats are in excellent condition as well. That seat looks to be good. The whole car in the interior looks flawless to me, if you ask me. The mileage does seem pretty legit on this Caddy. Not really. Yeah, this is the North Star, so I'm pretty sure it's something wrong with this motor. If it's not, something's gonna be wrong with this motor. This was like the worst engine Cadillac has ever made, and you guys hear the story. So if you haven't, just YouTube North Star engine, worst engine ever. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Has a freaking Nissan 300ZX or whatever wheel on it. Alrighty, guys, we got a 96 Crown Vic, 114,000 miles on the dash. Does look like the really old police cars, guy. Rims are pretty cool though. Not really a Crown Vic guy, but seats and everything is pretty whooped for the most part. I mean, other than this front driver's seat, it does look pretty fair for the most part. Me personally, I'm just not a Crown Vic guy. This thing looks freaking huge. And then we have its big brother right here. Literally, same car, couple years, 10 years later, or 6 years later rather. I don't know what year it was, but another car here we're not going to be bidding on, the Grand Marquis. These actually sell for a decent price too still. I haven't sold one me personally, but based on how people get them out here, they do sell, I guess, for pretty cheap. I mean, not pretty cheap, but pretty well. Not really a fan of it. Got a 2002 Mustang here, 194,000 miles, guys. It's pretty whipped as well. Interior on this thing is pretty clean though, if you ask me, but you guys know I'm really not a Mustang guy. I can't even see myself driving a Mustang, not even a new one. I don't know, not my cup of tea though. Alrighty, guys, a couple of cars that we're not gonna be bidding on. We're not gonna be bidding on the Astro van. We're not gonna be bidding on this Durango right here, or the van, or the F-150, or the Pontiac there, or that Ford truck there. But this 03 Ford Explorer, 136,000 miles, was here last week. When I didn't look at this one because it was in the back row, but when it came through, it was sounding really good, and it sold for like maybe like $400 or so. So this one, you're gonna need a new starter. Looks like you're gonna need a radio as well. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of it. Most of the cars here seem pretty old and whooped, and just not my style. I like to get stuff that I can drive myself personally. But you guys want to see the Dodge Durango? I like the blue on here. Seats are whooped. Got some suede up in there. I've never seen one of those before. A little big AC vent. Yeah, that red hood kind of throws the whole car off. But if you can find one of those red hoods up front in blue, or just paint the whole car red, either or, whichever one, as long as that hood is blue or the same color. What you guys think about it? Still moving and grooving. What is this, a Pacifica? Unknown mileage. Does have the third row back there. I mean, the inside seems pretty fair. Inside does seem pretty fair. It is the all-wheel drive. However, every one I see of these cars, they're freaking parked up, broken down. So who knows? And they still have that huge trailer for sale. Last week it sold for like $4,000 or something like that, $4 or $5,000. So I'm sure they didn't come pick it up, but these are actually the other cars that they have in the auction today that literally don't run at all. There's just so many, man. So alrighty guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video, man. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are a subscriber already, don't hesitate to hit that share button and get me on your community post. If you're on Facebook, throw me in one of your groups or something, man. I appreciate it. As always, guys, be easy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.